I'm Clyde Lewis. This is Ground Zero Behind the Scenes. You know, I talk about the police state. I talk about people whose lives are being tortured by the police state. I talk about all those things. But, you know, I also talk about other things, too. I talk about aliens. I talk about conspiracies. I talk about ghosts. I talk about cryptozoology. And one of the things that I've been seeing a lot of lately is I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube and elsewhere about people whom they think are aliens, okay? And what they do is they try to point out in the eyes that they have, like, cat's eyes or strange eyes that make them look reptilian, or they see some digital cue that kind of messes up the face a little bit and make them look like aliens. And of course, the movie Men in Black 3 is coming out, and we do know that there are aliens among us in that film. And so I got to thinking about the idea of aliens among us, and the idea that there was a scientist in Scientific Daily who said that he believes that there are possibly smart reptiles who really decided to come down to this planet, and they're probably among us. And I thought that was an interesting thought, because David Icke's talked about the reptilians and has talked about hybrids, and I've talked about hybrids before. In fact, I'm on Conspiracy Theory talking about reptilian hybrids, and so it's kind of like something that's been on my mind. Well, I've got something that isn't aliens or reptilians with the funny eyes. I've got something that reminds me a lot of this clip from the movie The Fifth Element. Take a look. If you remember in The Fifth Element, the performance of the diva was very, very impressive. In fact, I remember when I sat in the theater, I almost was in tears, because I love opera, for one. And another, it just seemed to be a very, very alien performance. Well, that was a real human singing real music on Earth. What if I told you that I discovered something amazing as I was looking over a number of bands that I've been seeing in Europe coming forward, a number of singers in Europe and Russia coming forward. I recently accidentally stumbled upon a character by the name of Magic Jack. He's actually a classic pianist named Maxime Ginolin, who is from France, who's very, very political. And what he does is he makes this transition into this Joker Marilyn Manson character. Has a great song out right now. It's called We Are the Wall Street Guys, or We Have the Power. It's an amazing song. It's kind of like Marilyn Manson meets the Joker. Very, very, very good clip. In fact, I'm going to play you a little bit of it right now.
I dress money, money is my job. I am the Wall Street guy. I dress money, money is my job. I am the Wall Street guy. Current man, credit card, Rockefeller, Rothschild. We are the businessmen. Look at the power. Current man, credit card, Rockefeller, Rothschild. We are the businessmen. Look at the power.
It's kind of amazing to see somebody like that go from the transition of classical to being some sort of a demonic presence on stage. Well, let's take a look at a guy now. His name is Vitas, a name meaning life. This guy strikes me as being very alien, and I'm going to play you a song. I'm going to show you a clip of him performing Opera Number 2. And at first, you're going to think, what is this? And then comes the big crescendo, and you'll wonder if this guy's either an alien or a hybrid.
Ночью гроза, а на утро туман. Солнце остыло, совсем давние боли идут чередой, пусть собираются все.
Now, if you're not impressed with that, there was actually a performance he did in Shanghai where he came down dressed as like an Egyptian god with lights on him. It almost looked like the Second Coming. I mean, he had the word Vitas above him, meaning life, and then what looked like an alien in the full Egyptian dress singing Ave Maria. Sort of a religious experience. In fact, many people commented on YouTube that they hope that this is what heaven is like. Okay, so if you think that was impressive, and a lot of people said it was, there's actually a final video that had Zach Burns of Beck and Burns smiling and a few other people who saw it smiling. He's performing and he looks the part. He looks just like an alien. He's on stage, very tall, in a costume that looks sort of from the space age, and he's performing this song called The Seventh Element. Take a listen to how he sounds here. Well, there you go. There he is, Vitas. He's a Russian singer, kind of a hybrid type, strange voice. I thought I would bring him up because I just think it's kind of a what the hell is this type of thing. I am amazed by this guy. Everybody that I've played videos of him to have just been mesmerized by his performance. He's not well known here in America. I think he has performed in Los Angeles, but otherwise it's just an amazing thing to see. You can have your videos with the weird eyes. You can have your videos with the strange digital changing that makes people look like they're reptilians. But this guy, I think he might be the real deal. I don't know. I'm Clyde Lewis. This is Ground Zero Behind the Scenes.